Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Sunday. Can you believe October 20th? It's just crazy to me that the time is going by so very, very, very quickly. So, hello, Jade Jamie Williams. Hello, my friend, and Chef James. Good to see you both on Instagram and welcome Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for being here. Guys, you're going to need a pen and paper for tonight. We're going to do our guided meditation a little bit differently this evening. We're going to talk about this hot full moon, and I don't mean temperature, but like a little bit of a hot mess for some people. I don't know about you guys, but the emotions were just high for the 3 days before that full moon. So we're talking what? We're talking the 14th, 15th, 16th, and the 17th, and the 18th, 19th, and 20th, basically the whole week. The whole week. I don't know if you guys were feeling a rush of emotions or if you were emotional. It's just been kind of crazy. And so, hello, Carson and Joy and Jean and Delora. Thank you all for being here. If you're new, come on in and say hello. And Miranda, what are you doing? It seems like everything's kind of off, wacky the past week, going through so many emotions. Yes. And Pandora, hello, Pandora. Yep, felt it for sure. Moon madness. You got that right. And Harry just left the room. So I'm like, moon madness. He's like, out of here. But we can feel it, right? Hello, Kat and Copperhead Luna. Hello, hello, hello. So, what can you do as a final push? As a final push to get a little bit more grounded, get that whatever else is left, that residue of this full moon energy. So, I'd like you to take a moment and just put your feet on the floor. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, true. Exhausting, right? Just exhausting. So, feet on the floor. And if you could put one hand in the center of your chest, that would be great. And I want you just to breathe. If everybody could just, here and just breathe. Just breathe for me. Just normal breath. And exhale out. Good. And as you're breathing, I want you to actually feel your heartbeat. Breathe in, exhale out. Do that again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. And I want you to say out loud, I am grounded. I'm grounded. Okay. If you can't feel your heartbeat like Delora, remove the pillow from your chest and then, just kind of go that way around. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Breathe, everybody. Okay. If your hand starts getting hot and feels like it's melting in your chest, it's a really nice feeling. It's a nice feeling of safety, security, groundedness. Just breathe. Okay. And I want you to think of the very first thing that pops in your mind. I am willing to release for my highest good blank, whatever that is. Maybe it's overthinking. Maybe it's judgment of self. Judgment of self. You a lot of us, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? Oh gosh, if I knew this full moon was coming, I wasn't properly prepared. I could have worn all my 17 different crystal bracelets, blah, 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 right? Okay. It was there to help you for a reason. It was there for whatever it might have been, right? So just breathe with it. Hello, Eleni. Good to see you. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning in Greece. Panayamu. Wow. Okay. So whatever it is, I want you to write it down on your piece of paper. Okay. So I am willing to release self judgment for my highest good. Okay. Write it down. And then you're going to write down thank you. You can put God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to do. Okay. And what I like you to do with this piece of paper is I want you to fold it up once, twice, however you want to fold it. So I use the back of the calendar thing. So once, twice, I'm going to fold it like this 3 times. So I fold it like that. And then I'm going to fold it again a different way. 4 times. We're in the fourth quarter of the end of the fourth quarter of this year, right? We've got November, December. So I want you to go ahead and fold it in 4. And then I want you to put it on your windowsill. And if you don't have one, you can buy one on Amazon. You can get them at a crystal store, $1, $2. This one was $4. But get yourself a rose quartz. And I want you to put this by if you have a windowsill in your bedroom, I'd like you to Delora. I'd like you to go ahead and put this on the windowsill, the bedroom windowsill. Delora says, is folding like an origami frog overdoing it? As long as you have 4 folds and you can make it a frog, that's great. Eleni says, having a hard night. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing better today. So, and I'll tell you more about this in a minute. So, as most of you know, we went to Seattle to go visit the eldest son at University of Washington, and we spent a couple days there, and it was great. And let me just tell you, John is a good driver. He likes driving. He does not do well driving in the city. Does not do well at all. Parking was challenging. The people are, some of the neighborhood streets were a little bit less wider than we would like. Okay. And I said to him, would you like me to drive? Would you like me to drive? Now in Chicago, what we would have done, we would have just pulled over, put on the hazards, and switched drivers, right? No big deal. I was trying to make it less stressful. And please know, guys, when I say he snapped, John doesn't really snap. I mean, it's not, I'm Greek, for God's sake. He doesn't really snap. So he's like, what? You want me to pull over? And I'm like, yeah, pull over. So it was really, he said, I'm sorry for snapping. And I'm like, I didn't see that way. But the emotions were so high. The stress level was so crazy. He felt so bad about the whole next day. He apologized like 3 or 4 times. And then he had to put in there, well, you just don't go asking somebody to go just stop the car. And I'm like, again, I'm from Chicago. We did little fire drills. back in the day. So I could do a U-turn in my mom's Buick Electra 225. No big deal. So that stress factor had him going even the next day. He felt so bad about it. I'm like, let go of that. Let go of it, right? So it was challenging. We had a fun time. So I just wanted to tell you all that stuff that happened. We have a question here on Instagram, um, and I'll just answer it. So give me a second, guys. Angel says, "Is it true anyone can become an evidential medium? Everyone is intuitive. Everyone's intuitive. You would have to get proper training with a reputable person that has ethics and integrity to do evidential mediumship." Okay. So, and remember, guys, you are the closest one to your loved one. You're the closest one. So, you're welcome, Angel. Going back, you have your origami frog that obviously Delora has. So you have your piece of paper in four. You're going to put your rose quartz next to it. Now, if you don't have a rose quartz today, that's okay. Okay. You can draw a picture of a heart right now and put rose quartz in the center. Again, it's all about intention, right? Now, what I want you to do with this, if you're able to, you're either going to rip it and say thank you, thank you, thank you as you rip it. 4 times thank you. And then you're going to burn it or flush it down the toilet. It's up to you. But I want you to let it go. What this represents, this crystal representing on your windowsill, is to remind you not to think of this all the time, to remind you to think of the gratitude and the love that you have for self. Okay. And Dolores says, my froggy is cute. I don't want to rip him. Well, make another one and keep that one. Okay. I'm glad it was your practice frog. All right. So I thought you guys had an accident or something. No. We're good. We're good. All good. All good. Okay. For the next 2 weeks, we've done this before, but this one was a really emotional one. That's why we chose the rose quartz. Okay. I want you to, and if you don't have a heart shape, that's okay. You could have, I have this, where is it? Right there. I have that rose quartz right there. If you had a pillar one, whatever it is, doesn't matter. I'm just saying that the heart shape is important. I want you to give yourself the feeling of love, of self-love, really looking at it, really saying that it's a beautiful thing. It comes in to my life. Hence, by the windowsill, you're seeing it by the window. It's coming in. The sun's shining on it. Okay. So that's our little full moon release exercise. Okay. It is the last day of the full moon. So tomorrow should be a better day. So, as I like to say when we do guided meditation, when you place your head on the pillow tonight and you take a nice breath in and you relax, just think when you wake up how energized you will be, how glad and joyful and thankful and grateful you will be as you move into the day with a lot of energy, a lot of good feelings. Okay. Miranda says, if we draw a picture of a heart, are we ripping that up too? Is it on the same paper you're ripping? No, Miranda, it's not. It's a different piece of paper if you draw a little heart. Okay. You just want to put a heart decal on the window, put a heart sticker, just put a heart to remind you that love is coming in, that love is coming in. Okay. So let me check Instagram. You guys are good. Any questions, guys? So tomorrow, there's no questions. I'm going to keep on going. I'll stop if there's a question. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, Laura Wusta and I are going to be doing we're going to be doing Mystical Monday Musings. What do we do with that? We pick a card for the week. We talk about that message. We do some card reads, and that's on YouTube. On Laura Worcester's YouTube and on my YouTube. So please like and subscribe for that. Thank you, Delora. And you'll see that in a second, Instagram. So I don't know why we're always like about 10, 15 seconds behind Instagram is. So there you go. That's that information. Now I'm going to do something fun. I normally wouldn't do it on here, but I'm going to do something fun. Okay. So think about this. Have you guys had a situation that it's a repetitive pattern in your life? Like, why do I always get stuck with the wrong person? Why do I do this? Why does this happen? It's like an ongoing pattern, right? Well, it might not always be this life. We are going to be doing a 3-part workshop. It's 90 minutes each. So 90 minutes times 3 is 4.5 hours of information. Excellent information. We're going to look at the different patterns that happen. We're going to unlock our psychic senses. We're going to unlock our past lives and really help to clear that pattern. Okay. Oh, thanks to Laura. So, unlock your past lives workshop. What stories are hidden in your soul? So, go to eliaspatris.com under events to connect. So, think about it. Think about, what culture are you drawn to? What food do you like the most? Are you really a big Italian person? You're like, oh my God. Do you always talk with your hands? It could be Greek too, or Latin, It's really, really fascinating. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to guide you guys into your own experience so you can see the life that you have. Like, for example, Diana. I'm just going to say this, Diana. Um, Ever since I met you, I always feel like you have some sort of um, ancient Greek background, like in your past life, you were in ancient Greece. And it really feels to me that you were part of you were in the pantheon. So you were definitely like a, 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 a student of philosophy. And that was really like you always like to ask a lot of questions and in that life. And now I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think that that positive thing carried on for you. So that's what I really feel for you, if that makes sense to you. Hi, Christine. Good to see you, my friend. Um, so we're going to talk about those things. It's not always about like the bad stuff. You are loved forever. Hello. Canadian Dry. Hello. And IMAP 428. Hello. Thanks for being here. But we are going to look at patterns, right? We're going to look at the positive patterns. We're going to look at the some of not so positive patterns, if that's a nice way to put it. Okay. And it's really great. Yes, thank you. Can't wait for the workshop. I know, I'm excited for it. When is the workshop? Well, thank you so much for asking, Cheryl. Here it is, November 6th, 13th, and 20th. It's at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. It will be recorded. Okay. It will be recorded. To sign up, you can go to eliaspatris.com under events. John Robert, yay! Finally made it to your Facebook Live. Hello, my friend. You're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to watch the beginning. I just talked about the what to do with this final piece of the full moon issue, right? And John Robert, you guys, is an excellent and fascinating artist and energy worker. So thanks for being here. Okay, so that's a past life one. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we've got one spot left. Give me one spot left. Didn't make sense, but I kept on hearing one moment in time in my head. We have that one spot left for our last retreat of the year. Last retreat of the year. It's manifesting your desires. Now, I know the holidays are coming up, and I know, it's an election year. I'm just going to say it. We don't like to talk about politics on here, but people are a little bit nervous about money stuff. If you really want to go on this retreat and you are feeling drawn to manifest your desires, and like our guest yesterday, if you go to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and watch the recording, Susan Owens, who is a numerologist, psychic medium, and tarot card reader and author. If you want to listen to that, fascinating. We are in an 8-year, a very creative year. Okay. Next year is kind of like finishing that cycle, clearing up some of the pieces. Okay. That's for the universal energy, not for your personal energy, but for your universal energy. Okay. What a great way to have that creative energy go forward with manifesting your desires. Janet Zavala and I are going to be doing this last retreat this year. It is my 51st weekend retreat, you guys. I can't believe I've been doing this for 51 retreats now. It's just fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So come join, come join. It's going to be a really great thing. And I spilled some tea the other day, not literally, but I let out a few little surprises that you might want to go follow or look up on YouTube or look on Facebook. When I did live chit chat, when I was doing a mid-month chit chat. So there's some interesting things about what's coming up next year. So you might want to take a look. It's a really, really great stuff that is coming up for next year. We've got some really good things planned. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say Greece is being taken off the table for next year, unfortunately, but it is going to be replaced with something very exciting, very cool. I will let this cat out of the bag. In fact, I'll let all the cats out of the bag I have, but we are planning on doing something called abandonment and loss and betrayal, healing those wounds. And I believe that is going to be possibly in, don't quote me, possibly in Cincinnati, Ohio, near Serpent Mound. And that is going to be a retreat with myself and Moira Scullion. So you don't want to miss that. Especially, I'm going to tell you this, guys, all the adopted kids, all the adopted people on here that are watching, really, really great. Moira was adopted. You all know that I'm adopted. So it's really cool. Thanks to Laura. Near Peoples, Ohio. Okay. Now, I also want to tell you this. Thanks to Laura for the reminder. That's where I was going to go next. I don't want anybody to be alone on the holidays. We started this during COVID and we're going to keep it up. Okay. If you are alone for the holidays, I am going to do Zoom for the holidays. That's going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to be for Christmas. It will also probably be maybe New Year's. We'll see. We'll see. I think John's home for New Year's Eve, which is phenomenal. So he's now on an earlier shift, so he'll be home. Um, so it's exciting. It's exciting. Just stay tuned, guys. And if you are not on my email list, please be on my email list. And I'm going to tell you something. Um, Changing the FU to thank you, how to flip the script and see the gift. I am talking to my publisher tomorrow. She's in Florida. So she's got her internet back, she's got her power back. So we'll be starting the pre launch, the pre order of the exciting stuff, the cover reveal, all the stuff, because I'm chomping on the bit to show you the book, my author copy that's right here, but I can't do it. So I'm super excited about it. I could show you this one. It's the smaller version, but we're going to have little bookmarkers. Super excited. So, all right, guys. You know, I'm always on here on Sundays. Now on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern for our guided meditation, or if it happens to be around the full moon or the new moon. And that is exciting. Dolores stated that we have the new moon for our next retreat. Is that correct? New moon on retreat. Yes. So the new moon, think about it. New moon calling things in, and we're doing manifesting your desires. I don't know why. I always plan these retreats and I don't look it up, but it's almost always 9 times out of 10 on a full moon or a new moon. So I'm super excited. And again, guys, if you're interested in the retreat, you want to go, you just might need a payment plan, just call me. I'd like to have the other spot left, you know. And here's the thing, thanks to Laura. Next Saturday, we have some mystery guests. Mystery guests are going to talk about transforming stuff. The mystery guest, not just one, not just 2, 3, 4. 4 mystery guests. Plus, there's an extra hour with the time change on the retreat. Another extra hour of fun. So, all right, guys, remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. From my heart to yours. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful night. And we'll see you soon tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon on YouTube for good Mystical Monday musings. We'll see you tomorrow. And thank you. Please join the email list and monthly contest. Take care, everybody. Be well.